Listen, when a man is genuinely interested, you don't have to wonder, you don't have to chase, you don't have to beg. A man's actions will tell you everything his mouth can't. So let me break it down for you. Real interest is shown through actions, not words. This simple truth is something many people overlook because it's easy to get caught up in what someone says rather than paying attention to what they do. Words are smooth, they're effortless, and they can be crafted to say exactly what you want to hear. But actions, those are real. They take energy, effort, and intention. Anyone can say, I care about you, but caring is revealed in consistent behavior, not promises. Anyone can say, I miss you, but missing someone is shown by making the effort to reach out, to call, to show up. Words can mask indifference, but actions always reveal the truth. When someone is genuinely interested, you won't find yourself in a place of constant doubt or confusion. Interest doesn't leave you guessing, it leaves you assured. A man, or anyone for that matter, who wants you in their life will demonstrate it in ways that cannot be ignored. He won't just talk about spending time together. He will carve out time, even if his schedule is packed. He won't just promise to call. He will actually pick up the phone. He won't just say you're important. He will prioritize you in his decisions. Real interest can't hide behind excuses like I've been busy or I've just had a lot going on. Life is busy for everyone, but when you truly care, you find moments to connect. Think about it. Actions are investments. They take effort, time, and sacrifice. Someone who is genuinely interested will be willing to invest in you. If they show up, support you, listen to you, and respect your needs, that's interest. If they only offer empty words and excuses, that's a clear sign that interest isn't really there. And this is where many people get stuck. They hold on to words because words sound nice, and they overlook the absence of action. But deep down, everyone knows that actions tell the truth words try to hide. Real interest is also consistent. It's not just about grand gestures once in a while to keep you hooked. It's in the everyday choices, the little things. Consistency is the language of true care. Someone who really wants to be with you won't let days go by without effort. They won't leave you wondering about their intentions. They will prove over and over that you matter. Words can give you butterflies for a moment, but actions build trust over time. And here's another thing. Real interest isn't about perfection. Nobody's perfect, and no one will always get it right. But genuine interest shows through effort, even in imperfection. Maybe they don't always say the right thing, but they try to make it right. Maybe they make mistakes, but they don't abandon you in them. Their actions reflect a desire to grow, to stay, and to keep showing up. That is what separates interest from convenience. When you pay attention to actions, you protect yourself from unnecessary heartbreak. You stop chasing after illusions created by words and start valuing what is real. If someone consistently shows up for you, respects you, prioritizes you, and makes you feel secure, then their interest is genuine. If someone constantly leaves you questioning where you stand, relying only on sweet words with little to back them up, then their interest is not real. It's only a performance. The truth is simple. Real interest doesn't leave you in confusion. Real interest doesn't make you beg for attention. Real interest doesn't require constant convincing. If it's there, you'll feel it without doubt, because actions will always speak louder than words. A man who is interested will make time and pursue you. That one statement can save so much wasted energy, but often it gets ignored because people want to believe excuses. The truth is, interest reveals itself in action. And one of the clearest signs is how a man chooses to spend his time. Time is life's most valuable currency. People can replace money, replace opportunities, even replace material possessions, but time is something we never get back. Where a man spends his time shows where his priorities lie. If he's truly interested in you, you won't have to beg for his attention. You won't have to keep reminding him that you exist, and you won't find yourself wondering if you matter to him. He will make time, because interest always creates pursuit. Think about it this way. When someone is passionate about something, whether it's a career, a hobby, or a goal, they find the hours, the minutes, the moments to give to it. They don't complain about being too busy. They don't make excuses. They simply prioritize. The same principle applies to relationships. If he says he's too busy to call, too busy to check in, too busy to see you, then what he's really saying is that you aren't at the top of his list. Because no matter how crowded his schedule is, if he wants you in his life, he will create space for you there. Making time is not about convenience, it's about intention. And pursuit is just as important. Pursuit means effort. It means not leaving everything in your hands, but taking the initiative to move things forward. A man who is genuinely interested won't sit back waiting for you to do all the work. He will show up, he will reach out, and he will keep building the connection because it matters to him. Pursuit is not about pressure or overwhelming gestures. It's about consistency, about showing you that he sees your value and is willing to prove it. When a man pursues, you don't have to question whether you're wanted. His actions answer that question every single time. Many times people accept excuses instead of reality. He's just busy. He's going through a lot. He'll reach out when things settle down. But the truth is, life will always be busy. There will always be stress, distractions, and obstacles. But interest finds a way. Even in the middle of chaos, someone who cares will make sure you know it. That might be a 5-minute phone call, a quick message, or showing up when it's least expected. The effort may be small, but the meaning behind it is huge. It says, you matter enough for me to stop and make time. That's what genuine interest looks like. Pursuit also shows clarity. A man who pursues isn't leaving you in confusion about what he wants. He's not sending mixed signals or playing games. He is moving towards you step by step because he knows your value and he doesn't want to lose the chance to build with you. That pursuit gives peace of mind because it takes away the guessing game. You don't have to sit there decoding text or overanalyzing behavior. His consistent effort makes it obvious. He's interested and he's showing it. When a man doesn't make time and doesn't pursue, he is telling you the truth without saying it. His silence is an answer. His absence is an answer. And sometimes the hardest thing to accept is that interest that isn't shown is simply interest that doesn't exist. But when a man is truly invested, you'll never have to wonder. His time, his effort, and his pursuit will speak louder than any excuse. Real interest always makes time, and real interest always pursues. Because when someone truly wants you in their life, they'll never risk leaving you uncertain about it. Consistency separates true interest from temporary effort. Anyone can put on a show for a little while. Anyone can impress you for a week, maybe even a month. In the beginning, people often put their best foot forward. They send sweet messages, make promises, and show up with energy. But that early burst of effort is not what defines real interest. What matters is what happens after the initial excitement fades. Do they keep showing up? Do they maintain the effort when things get routine or when life gets tough? That is where consistency proves the difference between someone who is truly invested and someone who is only passing time. Temporary effort is easy. It requires no long-term commitment, no sacrifice, and no true intention. It's often driven by emotion in the moment or the thrill of something new. A person might chase hard at first, but when consistency is missing, the energy fades quickly, and soon you're left wondering what changed. Real interest, however, is steady. It doesn't vanish after the honeymoon phase. It doesn't disappear when challenges show up. It stays strong because it is rooted in something deeper than temporary excitement. Consistency means reliability. It's knowing that someone will do what they say, not just once, but repeatedly. It's being able to count on them, not just when it's convenient, but when it matters most. If a man says he cares, consistency shows it through daily actions, not just words spoken in the heat of the moment. If he says he wants a future, consistency proves it by steadily building toward it, not just dreaming aloud when the mood strikes. Temporary effort makes you feel good today, but leaves you questioning tomorrow. Consistency gives you confidence every day because you know the effort will be there again and again. Think about the little things. Sending a message just to check in, keeping promises, showing up on time, following through on plans. These are not grand gestures, but they reveal character. Temporary effort might wow you once in a while with a big surprise, but consistency makes you feel secure through repeated, simple actions. And that security is what builds trust. Without consistency, there is no foundation. Without consistency, there is only confusion and doubt. Another important truth is that consistency is not about perfection. Nobody will get it right every single time. Life happens, mistakes occur, and plans sometimes fall apart. But when someone is consistent, even their failures come with effort to make it right. They don't disappear after messing up. They don't leave you hanging. They come back and show you that their interest is still real. Temporary effort doesn't do that. Temporary effort vanishes when things get hard because it was never rooted in genuine care to begin with. Consistency also requires intentionality. It's a choice to show up again and again, even when the excitement fades, even when circumstances change. It's not just about what someone does when they feel like it, but what they do when they don't feel like it. That's the measure of true interest. Someone who is serious about you won't let comfort or convenience dictate their behavior. They will put in effort no matter what because you matter to them. When you pay attention to consistency, you save yourself from disappointment. Temporary effort can be deceptive. It can make you feel like someone is serious, but only for a moment. But consistency doesn't lie. It is the ongoing proof of someone's intentions. If a man is consistent in pursuing, respecting, and valuing you, his interest is genuine. If he only shows up occasionally when it benefits him, then his effort is temporary. At the end of the day, real interest is steady, dependable, and enduring. Temporary effort burns bright but fades quickly. Consistency, on the other hand, doesn't dazzle you once. It reassures you every day. And that reassurance is what separates someone who is truly invested from someone who was only there for the moment. Respect and honesty are non-negotiable signs of genuine interest. Without them, no relationship can stand strong. No matter how much charm, attraction, or passion might exist in the beginning, respect is the foundation that allows two people to feel safe, valued, and appreciated. Honesty is the glue that holds trust together. If either one is missing, then what you have isn't real. It's fragile, unstable, and temporary. Genuine interest isn't just about affection, attention, or pursuit. It's about treating someone with dignity and being truthful even when it's uncomfortable. Respect shows up in the small things as much as in the big ones. It's in the tone of voice used when speaking, the way someone listens when you're sharing your thoughts, and the way your feelings are considered in decisions. Respect doesn't dismiss your emotions. It doesn't belittle your perspective, and it doesn't cross boundaries you've made clear. When a man is truly interested, he won't push past your limits just to satisfy his own desires. He will honor those boundaries because your comfort and well-being matter to him. Respect is not about agreeing on everything, but it's about disagreeing without making the other person feel less than. It's about valuing the other person enough to treat them as an equal partner, not as someone to control, manipulate, or take advantage of. Honesty, on the other hand, is what keeps everything real. Without honesty, words and actions lose their meaning. If someone is lying, hiding, or playing games, then whatever interest they claim to have is false. Genuine interest will always choose transparency over deception. A man who is truly invested doesn't keep you guessing about where he stands. He doesn't send mixed signals or create confusion. Instead, he communicates openly, even when the truth is difficult. He'd rather risk the discomfort of honesty than build a connection on falsehoods. That kind of honesty is rare, but it is the surest proof that someone's interest is real. Together, respect and honesty create trust. Trust is not built overnight, but it is built brick by brick through consistent acts of consideration and truthfulness. When someone respects you, you feel safe. When someone is honest with you, you feel secure. Without those two, you are left with doubt, second guessing, and insecurity. That's why they are non-negotiable. You can't compromise on them because the moment you do, the relationship starts to erode. Respect and honesty are not optional add-ons. They are the core of genuine care. Another key point is that respect and honesty don't just show up when things are easy. Anyone can be respectful when everything is smooth. Anyone can be honest when the truth is convenient. The real test comes in the tough moments, when tempers flare, when mistakes are made, when circumstances are difficult. Does he still speak with respect when he's frustrated? Does he still choose honesty when the truth might cause tension? If the answer is yes, that is the sign of genuine interest, because it's easy to fake affection, but you cannot fake consistent respect and truthfulness under pressure. Respect also extends to how someone talks about you when you're not around. Genuine interest doesn't disappear in private. A man who truly cares won't speak negatively behind your back, won't allow others to disrespect you, and won't treat you one way in public and another way in private. Real respect is consistent, no matter the setting. The same goes for honesty. It's not selective. It doesn't apply only when it's convenient. If someone is only honest when it benefits them, that's not honesty at all. It's manipulation. At the heart of it, respect and honesty are love in action. They are proof that someone values not just the idea of being with you, but the reality of building something meaningful with you. They say, I see you, I hear you, I honor who you are, and I will always give you the truth. That is the kind of interest that lasts because it's rooted in integrity. Anything less than respect and honesty is a red flag. Words may be sweet, effort may come and go, but without those two qualities, the connection won't stand. If someone truly cares, they will respect you and they will be honest with you. And if they don't, then their interest was never genuine to begin with. In your world, family, friends, and what matters to you. When someone is truly interested, their focus is not only on what they want or what makes them comfortable, but on the people and things that shape your life. Real interest doesn't exist in isolation. It stretches outward to embrace your circle, your passions, and your priorities. A man who is genuinely invested in you understands that your world is part of who you are. And if he wants to build something meaningful with you, he will willingly step into that world, not avoid it. Investing in your world doesn't mean pretending to love everything you love or forcing himself into every detail of your life. But it does mean showing genuine curiosity, effort, and respect toward what you value. If family is important to you, he won't shy away from meeting them. He will want to make a good impression, not because he has to, but because he understands that the people who raised you, love you, and support you are significant. He'll take the time to build relationships with them, knowing that by respecting them, he is respecting you. His effort to get along with your family is his way of saying, I care enough about you to care about them too. The same goes for your friends. True interest means he doesn't isolate you from the people who make you laugh, who encourage you, or who have stood by you long before he showed up. Instead of competing with your friendships, he'll respect them. He'll get to know the people you choose to keep in your circle because he knows they matter to you. He doesn't have to become best friends with them, but he will treat them with kindness and respect, and he will support your connections with them instead of creating tension or jealousy. That's because when someone truly cares about you, they don't just want your time, they want your happiness. Beyond family and friends, real investment also shows up in the things that matter to your heart, your goals, passions, and dreams. If you're pursuing a career, he will encourage you. If you have a passion project, he will take interest in it, even if it's not his personal interest. If you have causes you care about, he will support you in them, not mock or dismiss them. He doesn't have to share every passion, but he will respect them because they are part of who you are. Someone who genuinely wants to build with you doesn't try to shrink your world. He tries to understand it and help you grow within it. When a man invests in your world, he also pays attention to your struggles. If something is weighing on you, whether it's family issues, friendship conflicts, or challenges in your personal journey, he won't ignore them. He will stand beside you, offering support in whatever way he can. Sometimes that might mean giving advice. Other times it might mean simply listening and being a shoulder to lean on. His willingness to carry some of your burdens, or at least to walk with you through them, is proof that his interest goes deeper than surface level attraction. Investment is not always glamorous. Sometimes it looks like showing up at a family gathering, even when it feels uncomfortable, or being patient with a friend who's protective of you. Sometimes it looks like asking questions about your work or cheering you on at an event that matters to you. These moments may not seem big, but they mean everything because they show he's not just interested in having you, but in being part of your life. On the other hand, when a man avoids your world, when he refuses to meet your family, criticizes your friends, or dismisses the things that matter to you, that's a clear sign his interest is shallow. True care seeks connection, not isolation. A man who is serious about you won't just want you in his world, he'll want to step into yours. At the end of the day, genuine interest is about more than words and romance. It's about showing up in every part of your life that defines you. When he invests in your world, family, friends, and passions, he's showing that he doesn't just want a piece of you, he wants all of you. And that kind of investment is one of the clearest signs that his intentions are real. Future planning reveals if he truly sees you as part of his life. One of the clearest signs of genuine interest is whether someone includes you in their vision for tomorrow. It's easy for a person to enjoy the present, spending time, having fun, sharing moments. But when the conversation shifts to the future, that's where intentions are exposed. If he's serious about you, he won't only talk about what you're doing this weekend, he'll talk about what life could look like a year from now, 5 years from now, even decades ahead. His plans will begin to include you, not as an afterthought, but as a central part of the picture. When a man is truly invested, he won't avoid future conversations. He won't get uncomfortable or shut down when the topic of commitment, goals, or long-term decisions comes up. Instead, he'll bring those conversations to the table himself because he sees you as someone worth building with. That might sound like discussing living arrangements, financial goals, family plans, or even just simple dreams of traveling together, whatever form it takes. Future planning is evidence that he doesn't view you as temporary. He views you as permanent, someone worth weaving into the fabric of his life. Future planning isn't just about big life milestones either. It also shows up in smaller, everyday decisions. Does he make plans for holidays with you in mind? Does he think about how his career choices or moves might affect you? Does he ask about your goals and then talk about how he can support them? These little choices reveal whether he sees you as part of the bigger picture. A man who is serious will think beyond himself. His decisions won't just be about what benefits him. They'll consider you too, because in his mind, your lives are already connected. On the other hand, when someone avoids talking about the future or keeps you out of their long-term vision, it's a sign their interest doesn't run deep. If he always dodges questions about commitment, if his answers are vague, or if he constantly lives in just a moment, then he's not truly invested. Genuine care doesn't fear the future, it embraces it because it knows that love isn't just about today. It's about every day after. Future planning also creates security. When you hear someone speak about tomorrow with you in it, you feel reassured. You don't have to guess where you stand or wonder if you're being led on. His consistency in including you in his plans tells you he's serious. Swords like we and begin to replace I and mine. That shift in language may seem small, but it's powerful. It shows that he sees the relationship as a partnership, not a temporary arrangement. Another important aspect of future planning is that it shows responsibility. A man who talks about building a future with you is also saying he's willing to take on the work that comes with it. He's not afraid of sacrifice or compromise because he understands that lasting relationships require both. If he talks about financial goals, it's because he's thinking of stability for both of you. If he talks about where to live, it's because he wants to create a home you can share. Every part of planning reveals his commitment to not just having you in his life today, but ensuring you are secure tomorrow. It's important to note that future planning doesn't mean rushing or overwhelming with unrealistic promises. It's not about painting a perfect fantasy. It's about practical, intentional steps toward building a life together. That may start with simple plans like going on trips or attending family events, and gradually grow into larger commitments like marriage, children, or long-term investments. The point is not how far ahead the plan is, but that you are part of it. At the end of the day, interest without future planning is incomplete. You can enjoy the present, but if tomorrow is always unclear, then you're left uncertain about where you truly stand. But when a man includes you in his future, he's showing you that his care isn't temporary. He's proving that you're not just a moment in his life. You're part of his journey. And that is one of the truest signs that he genuinely sees you as someone worth building a forever with.